Welcome to the JOFI video reviewing the contents of the JOFI Job Fit Report. During this video, we will discuss the Job Fit Report and highlight ways you can use the data presented. JOFI Job Fit Reports are designed to help individuals understand the results of the JOFI assessments they completed. The report supports self-awareness about personality strengths, career interests, and helps individuals explore top fit jobs. Here on the cover page, you'll find the individual's name and the date the report was produced. Looking at the second page, toward the bottom, you'll see a list of the assessments completed and the date each one was completed. And on the third page is an introduction to the report and its content, and states that on the following pages you will find profiles of your career interests, the kinds of work activities you like to do, your personality traits, how you typically behave and react to situations, and a list of top fit occupations, jobs you are likely to enjoy based on your career interests and personality traits. The first section of the report includes career interest results. The section begins with an overview of the RIASEC model and states that career interests define what you like to do at work. Your career interest profile is based on the RIASEC model, which has 6 broad dimensions of career interests. The RIASEC dimensions are realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. These dimensions are made up of 15 smaller facets that describe your work preferences. These work preferences give a sense of your career interests, and they point to the kind of assignments you'll enjoy at work. Page 5 details the individual's top 3 career interests, or their career interest profile, and states, in the assessments you took, you indicated what type of activities you enjoy or dislike. Each of these activities is represented in one of the 6 RIASEC career interest dimensions. By adding up your responses, your top career interests are indicated by your 3-letter career interest profile. The letters are listed below in order, showing your first, second, and third ranked career interests. In this example, our test taker individual has a career interest profile of ECS, or enterprising, conventional, and social. This page of the report provides the individual with full descriptions that give a good sense of the type of work they'll prefer to do. But it's important to note that there's a range of interests here, and you will likely, or they will likely find something that engages and fulfills them. However, it's important to note that not one size fits all, so it's time to reflect and read the descriptions and have the individual ask themselves, where do I see myself in these descriptions? Pages 6 and 7 provide a full breakdown of scores for each of the 15 facets or work preferences. Here you can read definitions of each of the facets and see the individual's interest level, low, medium, or high, for each one. As you review the facets, keep in mind the career interest profile or top career interests, as these details are a good resource for finding examples of work-related jobs or assignments the individual will be interested in doing. Recall that in this example, the career interest profile is ECS. So we would take a look here under Enterprising, Conventional, and Social, and notice the facets and scores on each. When reviewing the report with an individual, consider which facets they scored highest on. Have them think of any examples of past jobs that reflect these interests. What about activities that they like to do at work today? Spend some time thinking about this, and it can be a good way to prepare for an interview or a career navigation discussion. The personality traits section of the report begins on page 8. This section begins by highlighting the 5-factor model of personality. The 5-factor model is the standard model of personality in academic and applied psychological research. For use in assessments, each domain of the model is made up of smaller facets, which represent your typical behaviors. Page 9 shows the individual's personality traits profile. The personality traits profile is a summary of their most visible and natural behaviors. The list of 5 traits aligns with the rank order of personality trait scores, and when viewed collectively, these personality traits indicate the individual's behavioral skills and character strengths. They are the top 5 from a list of 15 personality traits measured by the JOFI Personality Traits Assessment. Work tasks that require these strengths will tend to feel more natural or easy to perform in comparison to people who lack these strengths, who may feel like they're going against the grain. Jobs that align with an individual's character strengths are jobs where they're most likely to perform well and enjoy the work. Note that the descriptions for each item provide a description of what people who are high on the trait tend to be like, as well as a description of what people who are lower on the trait tend to be like. The descriptions of what those who are higher on the trait tend to be like will be those similar to the behaviors of the individual whose report you're reviewing. Again, individuals will feel comfortable in work environments where they draw on these characteristics, and they're less likely to feel stretched or stressed or like they're working against the grain. Pages 10, 11, and 12 show a full breakdown of the personality traits and scores for each facet. Learn more about the individual's personality by examining the full range of scores more closely. The JOFI personality assessment measures 15 facets of our personality. The scores on these facets are included below, and we show personality traits aligned with each of the big 5 personality dimensions, followed by the score range for each facet. It's important to know that the text in the left and right columns describe what people who are in the less pronounced range, or the left side, and more pronounced range, or the right side. Most of us learn how to adjust our work behaviors based on the need of the job, but our jobs need to align with our personality traits, and when they do, they're often more satisfying and less stressful for us. For our best fit, we want to find jobs that require the personality traits that are most characteristic of the individual and draw upon their strengths. For example, this individual is less pronounced in both cooperative and helpful, which could present as a challenge in teamwork or customer service settings. However, when we look at conscientiousness, they are more pronounced in 3 of the 4 domains or facets, showing that conscientiousness is a strength or something that they could talk about or highlight in an interview or career navigation setting. It is important to note that being higher or lower on a particular facet is not necessarily good or bad. Everyone has a mix of personality traits, and that's what makes us unique. In the final section of the report, beginning on page 13, we see the individual's top fit occupations. The list of top fit occupations shows a list of job families that would be interesting and align with the individual's natural self. This list points to jobs in the U.S. economy where they'd be most likely to thrive. Note the variety in this example's top job list. This tool is not intended to direct individuals to one particular role, but rather identify the 20% of the world of work where they're most likely to thrive based on their strengths and interests. Finally, there's a button at the bottom of page 14 where individuals can access their unique link to careernavigation.org to explore the ONET codes within each top fit job family in more detail. Thank you for watching this video. To contact the JOFI team, email us at support@jofiscore.com at any time. Thank you.